So in this video, I'm going to talk about the Lovers card specifically in different decks. I have got the Watchtower deck, the Somnia Tarot, or not Somnia, excuse me. This is the Lite Seer Tarot. Steampunk. This is the Ghost Tarot. Honestly, I don't know too much about this one as far as where it comes from. I bought it randomly. And then this is the Gilded Tarot. I am going to show you the Lovers in the Rider-Waite. So I'm going to talk about this really quickly and explain a little bit about it. So the Lovers is about, you know, a commitment. Well, it's about a bond, and some people feel like it's a good bond. Now, when I look at this Lovers card, I'm a little bit apprehensive about it. We've got the guy looking at the girl looking at the angel. Why isn't she looking at him? If this is a true bond, why is she not checking? I almost feel like this is my feeling, my take. Again, I read by what I see. I see her looking at that, and I focus on that a lot. When I get this card in a reading, I see her looking up at the angel, and I see that as they're both vulnerable. They're nude. To me, that's a vulnerable position in general. So I feel like, okay, they're vulnerable. They're in the nude. And so the only problem is when I bring it close, I don't have good light. So they're in the nude, and she's not looking at him. Does she not look at him because she doesn't trust him? It's almost like she's looking for permission. And so when I get this card, I don't always think of this really great bond. I'm almost thinking of a where she feels like she has to be there. That's in this deck. Now, that's how I feel. So that's what I'm trying to show, though, is that when you see a card, how does that make you feel? That's how it makes me feel. And what do you see? I mean, what is your focus when you see this card? So that's the Rider-Waite. And I think there's so much more in the different cards. Now, here again, this is the Watchtower. I always do this. I see she's not looking at him. She's looking at the table or whatever's over here. She's happy. She looks content, but he looks almost like drawn to her, like almost like passion, but she's like shying away from it a little bit. And does she really want this situation, or what? What is that about? You know, I mean, why? So when I see this card, now most of the time, I will say when I read with this deck, I feel good about this partnership. I feel it's good. I feel there's some hesitation from one of the partners. That's because of them not looking away. So when I get this one, I'm a little more focused on, why is she so focused here? There's a contract, there's candles. What's going on? Is she worried about the contract? But again, she still looks content. There's good background. They're in a happy place. So overall, that to me, that feels good. So the Lovers in the Lite Seer, I love this card. I love the Lite Seer because of the diversity in it. And it's not about race, although I like the fact that everything is in this deck. But it's also about... you know, well, in this, you can't see the clothes that they wear, but this deck has a really, and I'll go into this deck a lot, the outfits, everything feels more modern to me. It feels like more real time, and it feels more real, like the real world feel. So when I see this, I just love it. I love that they're both passionate. They're looking at each other. They're embraced. She's got his hair in her hand. He's allowing that. He's not afraid of it. There is, you know, the colors, the swirls, all of this just feels like a total commitment to each other. So when I get this card, I totally feel this is a true good commitment. It's trust, it's passion. I really like this Lovers. I really do. So this is the Lite Seer. So this is kind of a remnants of the Rider-Waite, because you have the angel at the top. However, they are looking at each other. Do they look happy? I don't know. This is steampunk, so it does have a different feel. I like the deck. I don't I have not read with it in a while, so I'm not sure like how intuitive I can get to it, because this deck doesn't give me the passion. It doesn't give me the motivation to read. However, someone that's very much into the steampunk era and the outfits and the machines and all of those things might really enjoy this deck. But I do see that there's a good path. I see this, which makes me feel almost like a negative piece to the card. And again, but there is this angel that's guiding them and guiding them to peace, togetherness, all of those things. But that that to me doesn't look like mist. It looks like smoke, and that could be the steampunk, idea. But to me, this feels a little forced as well. I like to look at the faces, when I'm looking at these cards. What's the faces telling us? And then lovers and the ghost. Okay, so another thing, again, they're looking at each other. They're embraced. He has his hands around her waist. She is turning back to look at him. She, her hand, the way it is here, makes me feel like there is no stress. It feels good. It feels romantic. This feels a little bit passionate, but to me, this is more a romantic type lover card. When I see it, this ghost deck is amazing because I feel like it feels romantic all the way through. Like all the love cards feel romantic to me. Even some of the not love cards, maybe it's just because it's the idea of a ghost and it's got the ghosty people and you can see through them. But I really like that. And you do have the stained glass behind it. So that's kind of like a fun added. I don't know. This deck really just makes me feel very good. I feel very comfortable, very confident in the relationship. So when I'm reading with that and I see this, it feels really good. And it's more love than passion, and it's more romance than passion. I'm not getting the passion. I get passion out of this card, like super passionate card. This is more romantic, love, nice, flowy. I will tell you that this one, the steampunk, I could see that more as a partnership than a love relationship. This one I might as well, because the person's second, not looking, so that could be. But these two, no way. These come up, I'm seeing love, passion, romance. That's the way I see it. That's the way I feel. Unless there's some really different cards around it, and it could be, depending on the cards that come around it. And then there's the lovers in the Gilded Tarot. This is one of my all-time favorite lovers cards. Like, yeah, why can't a man lift me up like that? She's trusting him. She's looking up. She's not looking at him. But this to me is a very, very almost erotic card because of it feels very passionate. It feels sensual. It feels more sensual to me, and maybe it's just because she's not wearing that much clothes, but I feel like this is kind of almost like an ecstasy look. Okay, that just might be me talking, but I mean, if you look at it, it feels ecstasy type. You've got the dolphins in the background, the sunshine. I love it. Again, some people, there's a lot of readers that are very particular about the decks they use. I'm a deck collector. I love decks. I love the art. And when I find one that resonates, then I really stick and read with it. I found a couple which I'll review in its entirety. The Somni are the Lite Seer, the World of Vision I really like as well. And I keep wanting to call this Watchtower. I have no idea. This is World of Vision. This is Lite Seer. This is Steampunk Ghost. I have no idea where to find this. I don't even know if you can find it anymore. And this is the Gilded Tarot. So this is the Lover's card in those decks. And then I did, of course, compare it to our lovely Rider White. So that you could just see the difference. That's what this is really, really about, is seeing the difference in the different decks, seeing how fun it can be to read, and we'll do more storytelling as well. So thanks.